Buenos dias, Dave, and thank you for joining us today at Business Spotlight Series. Today, I'm excited to introduce Dave Newsham, Managing Director at Norscott Vending Services Limited. Welcome, Dave.
Hello, how are you doing?
Now, Dave, you are in the vending machines business, and you're the managing director. So my first question is, when you were at school, was running a business something that you always wanted to do? How do you end up running a business and specifically in this industry?
When I was at school, I guess not. It wasn't. I wanted to be a sportsman. I was racing motorcycles as a young age, as a schoolboy motorcycle racer, and I wanted to be a full-time racing driver or motorcyclist. So business wasn't really on my radar at all. But I kind of achieved. You can maybe see in the back.
Yes,
I
yes.
did imagine, but did manage to achieve becoming a racing driver. But yeah, no, I left school and I did want to be in business actually, and I started market trading when I was a youngster. I was selling American football gear, and that was all the rage back in the late 80s.
Wow.
So I was market trading for a while, and my father worked for Kenco on the coffee side of things,
Uh-huh.
specifically in vending. And we're from Lancashire originally. Um, and Kenco approached my father to see if he would consider setting up an agency in the north of Scotland.
Uh-huh.
So that's what brought us to the north of Scotland. We started working as an agent for Kenco, and from that we were selling Kenco machines on behalf of Kenco. And from that, we saw an opportunity to go into vending. So to actually place machines in and have staff to go and restock the vending machines. So we kind of went from there, really.
Brilliant. And you've been there since 1994.
Yes,
So that's what 31 years.
yes, yeah.
Brilliant, brilliant. So an entire life, really.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I was the engineer for the company to start with. We shortly after we hired an engineer in Aberdeen. He's still with us. Um,
Wow.
yeah, so well, I've got really good staff retention here. But yeah, unfortunately, my father passed away in 2000, and I was thrust from being an engineer to I better get on and start running this business. So yeah, it was quite difficult early on trying to juggle things, and I was still out on the tools whilst the bank was on the phone saying, "We've got this check here, this billing, and can you tell us when money's coming in?" And it's quite stressful, I must say,
Is it?
for the first
Yeah.
12 months or so.
Yes.
Got my head around actually how to run a business like this, and yeah, here we are, like yeah, 25 years kind of further on from that. So
Yeah.
yeah, so it
Brilliant.
was my father that started the business initially.
How many of you today?
13 of us, including myself.
Very good. Excellent. And what are the main challenges that you had to overcome? And I mean, you've been in the industry for a long time. What's been some of the most challenging things you had to overcome in the industry in the past 25, 30 years?
I mean, COVID was a big one.
Yes.
That was a big challenge getting through that. But yeah, there's been a recession through there in that time as well, and getting through that. Um, the north of Scotland was kind of, especially in the Aberdeen area, was we didn't get the recession like the rest of the UK did because that was being propped up by the business in Aberdeen. But then there was our oil crash, and I think we lost probably half of our business in the space of 12 months.
When did you say, sorry, when did you lose half the business?
That was probably 15 years ago. And there was a big
Well, the
oil
credit
crash.
crunch, when they, 2008.
Yes, around there. Yeah, it was. I think it was around there. Yeah,
So
yeah.
credit crunch time.
Credit crunch, that kind of thing. And yeah, there's a lot of a lot of the business around Aberdeen in the north of Scotland is based around oil, and so it has an economy all of its own. So although we didn't really get um, the usual downturn through recession, we had a different kind of a recession, and so getting through that was difficult. But from running a business, it's retaining people, keeping good people, and what to do with people that aren't so good. And there's been quite a few over the years. And just yeah, just making sure you're providing good products.
Yeah.
There's some products come to the market and they promise the world, and you invest in it, and it turns out not to be that way, and you'll upset customers. So we've got over that period of time, you get to know the good products that you can sell and that you can rely on, and you got the backup from the equipment and stuff. And it's all things like that. I joined being kind of remote and isolated in the north of Scotland really for many years, and just how do I run this business, and no real nobody telling you how to do it. It's just you just got to get on with it and do it. And I joined a group of companies, 16 of the biggest vending companies in the UK, an organisation called Cover Group. I was invited to join that, and that's been very very useful. That's
What
probably
group?
Cover Group, Cover Association, and it's 16 of the UK's biggest independent vending companies. And we're evenly spread throughout the UK, so we're not standing on each other's toes, and we're there to help and support each other. And we meet up every quarter, and you get to learn so much more
How
from
many
these
members?
16. So not many, and we're all very good friends and all very good people, and so much knowledge to tap into there, and learned a lot from that. And you get better buying power through an organisation like that as well.
It's a
So
bit of a support group
yeah,
within the industry.
yes, yeah, and we talk to each other daily on emails and what have you. And
Brilliant. And
so that was a really good move to join that group.
brilliant. Um, how do you survive the tough years, with the oil crisis and COVID? That's within a decade, really, or just over a decade. Two big crises. So how do you do anything to survive, or you just got your head down to
You have to
roll
just
with
keep
the
your head down.
punches, if you like?
And there've been many occasions where I'm thinking, how the heck am I going to pay my staff this month? So yeah, there's and you get good times where things are going quite smoothly, and things are going well, and they're going quite well at the moment. But yeah, it's that many sleepless nights. Just running the business it's not as easy as people make out to be, or it looks like from the outside, is it? But yeah, you just got to buckle down and get on with it.
Yeah.
And
So you
yeah,
have to
just
show.
is in shape is one of the main things, isn't it?
I guess you need a lot of resilience, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
To stay there, and not to quit. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, you do. It makes you a bit yeah, tough negotiator, tough negotiator, I guess, and it toughens you up a little bit. But I'd like to think I'm still the same old guy that I was 25 years ago.
Yes. You mentioned some of the people in the team have been there for a long time.
Yes.
Most businesses find retaining people, retaining talent a challenge. How do you do what do you do to keep your best people around you?
I think if I'm needed, I stood you up a week or so ago here because literally I needed to get out and deliver some products to customers because we were short-staffed and we're very busy. And I think my staff can see that. I'll just jump out and help them, support them. And I think and I treat them all as friends, you know. I mentioned cover group, and there are some guys there that look down the nose at their staff, and it makes me cringe a little bit. I'm certainly not like that. All my staff are my friends, um, and I'll support them, and they'll support, and in return they'll support me with loyalty as well. So I think that's a good way of doing it, I think.
Brilliant. Um, so do you have you got a culture in the company, like based on some values that when the people you recruit, what are the values, the attributes you are looking in people to join the business?
I don't like people that jump from job to job. So when I'm looking at CVs, if I see somebody that's had
Same
several
here.
jobs, I want loyalty, and I want somebody.
Yes,
You've got to train them up. You invest in people,
correct.
and you don't want them jumping off
Yes,
to something that's paying a little bit more or
yes.
whatever. So I do look for somebody that's going to stick with the company. I do ask quite often when I'm interviewing, what do you know about the company? And you get an idea of, is it just a job they're looking for, or are they actually looking for a career and what have you. So yeah, I'm looking for somebody honest, is a big thing for me. Honesty. Um, yeah, and just good people. I don't look for big education. I'm not highly educated myself. I don't look for degrees and things like that in people. I want people that will just do the best. And
Yeah,
well,
attitude. Yeah, is you recruit attitude and
yes,
train skill.
yes, exactly right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
without attitude is a non-starter. And yeah, the thing of the CVs, I found incredible how some people send CVs with lots of jobs, 9 months here, 12 months there. And I say, how do you expect anybody to recruit you? I mean, what guarantees are you going to give to your next employer that you're going
yeah,
to stick around more than a year, And to get your return on investment recruiting somebody, you're really looking at 3 year plus. Any
yes.
less than 3 years, you're not getting value,
No,
it's
you're not getting
train the
value for
person and then they go.
exactly. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah.
Yeah. And 3 to 5 for me, 3 to 5 years is a good. After 5 years, if they don't get something new within the company, they need to move on to develop themselves. And yeah, so
The I mean, holding on to staff and loyalty there is great. The downsides to that is, I think, our of those 13 people, our average age is towards the high end, almost 60.
60,
Yeah,
all
we've
go
got
all for succession planning.
yeah, the youngest person I've got on board is in his 40s.
40.
Um, we've hired young people, but like they don't stay around, or they don't want to work, lazy. So yeah, we've held on to staff.
So
But the downside to that is we're all getting quite quite
yes.
mature now.
So that doesn't mean that, I mean, obviously the business is as much worth as the people in there, right? So,
Yeah.
and there's a problem that could happen in some industries. They find difficult to attract younger people. And I'm thinking now with AI coming on board, whether you can have roles in the business that people we can do 1 2 years, move on, and they require a little training, and you can turn them around, because that's as much as you're going to get from the young generation, 1 2 years of loyalty, and then they move on to something else. So
Yeah.
what can we do as business owners to systemize routine, and having an onboarding system that people can get on with it quickly, low friction, and they say 1 2 years, move on, and you get somebody else, and within weeks they are up and running.
Mhm.
So there is something to be said. Otherwise, what do you do?
Yeah, yeah, exactly right.
Mm.
Most of we've it's all hands-on physical stuff we do here, to be honest. So yeah, yeah, I am going to have a bit of an issue over the next few years where people are
Mm.
going to be
Mm.
retiring, and
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's just part of it in the business, isn't it?
I've got a urgent question. A question to ask you about coffee. You work in the industry. How many cups of coffee do you drink a day?
I'm quite regimented in what I do. I have 2 cups in the morning, so I have one as soon as I get in, and one almost immediately as soon as that's drank. And then I have one in the afternoon, and that's it. I don't have
Three
coffee when I
cups.
go home or anything like that. So 3 cups.
Are they espresso, latte, cappuccino?
Uh, Flat whites is my thing. Yeah, so I try not to go over. Otherwise I can't sleep at night.
Yes,
If
yes.
I have coffee in the evenings, I'm not sleeping too well.
So you provide vending machines. Do you also do coffee machines? Do you actually supply coffee machines
Yes, yeah. Most of our
for office use?
now is office
Because
based.
I'm actually looking for one in this office. Yeah.
Oh, I know someone who can
But
help
we
me
can
out.
talk later. We can talk later, and I can pick your brain.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a proper, yeah, to replace the one I've got here.
yeah. And
Um,
it's all bean to cup now. It's all coffee beans rather than instant coffee.
yes,
We hardly sell any coffee instant coffee machines. It tends to be all bean to cup these days.
yes. And what about the milk? What's the trick there? Because there are coffee machines that, yeah. What would you recommend people the coffee lovers who want to buy a machine for their office? There are some schools of thought about the milk ingredient and how to go about it.
Most of the machines we sell do dried milk, and the dried milk is a lot better than you probably think. It literally is dried milk, and it's granular, and you get just as good a. It's milk with all the moisture taken out of it basically, and then the coffee puts the moisture back in again.
Mhm.
So machines we provide now with dried milk are every bit as good as a fresh milk machine. We do sell fresh milk machines,
Yes.
but it's a small portion of what we do. Yeah, you can get the dried milk and actually put water to it, and it's milk. It's milk again.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's really good stuff and really frothy cappuccinos and lattes. But we'd still do fresh milk machines as well. Just
Okay.
quite a bit more involved in the customer looking after them. They've got to be cleaned on a daily basis and go put through a cleaning process on a daily basis, cleaning solution
Yes.
going through them. So if somebody's not prepared to put time into keeping a machine clean, the dry milk option is perfect for most people.
So with clients, companies you provide coffee machines with, you also do you provide maintenance and also the coffee beans?
Yes, yeah, we do the whole package. Yeah, we sell machines, we lease them out.
Ah, you
Um,
lease as well. Interesting.
yeah, and
That's a very interesting option.
yeah, and in some cases we'll provide if it's a high volume site, we'll invest in the kit, put it in there, and charge a little bit more for the ingredients. Um, and we've got various ways of placing machines for customers.
Okay.
And yeah, the ingredients we've got a warehouse full of coffees and milks and chocolates and whatever here. So yeah, we've got deliveries on 2 drivers on the road all the time delivering products.
What area of Scotland do you cover? Do you cover the whole of Scotland or within
No,
reach?
it tends to be just the north of Scotland. If we'll only sell a machine to somewhere that we can service it properly. Um, that occasionally we'll service a company in Aberdeen, and they've got a depot in East Anglia or something like that. And then I call in on my cover group friends there and ask them to look after the machine for us. And we'll supply products all over the UK sometimes along the lines of that. So we do that by carrier rather than our own drivers. But generally, if it's not economical to send our engineer to a site to repair the machine within a time frame, then we won't entertain it.
Okay. How much servicing does a coffee machine for an ordinary normal office take? I mean,
No, just
one visit a year or more than that?
the full espresso machines, with the groups, group handles and what have you, to do proper espresso machines, they've got to be done annually. They've got to be serviced annually. But all the bean to cup machines, they don't need servicing. Just if they break down,
Okay.
engineers go.
Okay, that's good to know. Low maintenance.
Very low maintenance, a lot of market. Yeah,
people will like that. Brilliant.
Yeah.
So Dave,
people,
yeah,
as long as people look after the machines and
yes,
clean them, as often as you should do, the machines are usually generally very good.
Brilliant. So, how do you disconnect from the business? I can see some photographs behind you. What do you do outside work?
It tends to be motorsport, really. I raced motorsports for
To
many
this day,
years.
you still race?
No, I don't now. My son races cars now.
You delegated to your son
I
the racing.
retired and helped him get going, get up and running. So,
Brilliant.
and we're all over the UK doing that. So yeah, my son Callum, he races in the TCR Touring Car Championship, and he's currently leading the British Championship. So we're doing really well.
Who is the guy behind you? Is that
That's me.
That's you?
That's me. Yeah. That
Wow.
was
How long ago?
2000. Sorry, no, that was 2012.
Okay.
A while ago.
Okay, very good.
I retired in 2017.
Yeah. Brilliant. Very good. What piece of advice would you give to your 18-year-old self?
Oh gosh, that's a good question. I don't know. I mean, I used to stress quite a little bit, quite a bit about things, and I would maybe advise him not to worry about things too much. I'm struggling with that one, to be honest.
Not to worry about things too much. I like that.
Yeah, just don't worry about things. I used to stress about things, sleepless nights and things like that, and that doesn't get you anywhere really.
Yes, brilliant, excellent. So, if you one final question just to wrap up, if you had to start business again, if you had to go, back 1994, is there anything you would have done differently? Knowing what you know today.
Yeah. I don't think I've done a bad job of what I've done.
The question wasn't aimed there, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, the fact that you've run a business that have survived the test of time, because you know how many businesses go bust within 5 years? Within the first 5 years.
Yes.
50%
Is it?
of businesses go bust within the first 5 years. There is a great book. Yeah, I don't know if you are familiar with this, the E-Myth Revisited. The E stands for entrepreneur.
Yes.
The myth of the entrepreneur, it's a great book for those who haven't read it.
Yeah.
It says there. So, yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't know what advice I'd give myself. I'd probably join the cover group earlier, to be fair.
You probably what?
I'd probably join the cover group earlier.
Yes.
They were trying to get
a lot of people say that. I wish I had started doing X, Y, and Z earlier,
Yeah.
So
I mean, joining a networking
yes.
Organization like that
Yes.
helped me a lot. but yeah, I don't think I'd do much differently. I think
Yes. So
I've
you have a
maximized what I can do in this
content
area. So.
life with your racing, your coffee beans, you know. Yeah.
Vending and coffee is not my passion.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll be honest with you.
Yes.
That's my passion, and it still
Yes.
is.
Yes. Yes. Brilliant. Well,
And
that's an
just
important thing, you know, because how do you kind of balance work-life balance, you know?
yes, yeah,
A
you
lot of
definitely need
people
something away from business, don't you?
retire and they don't know what to do with themselves, or they haven't had a hobby, you know.
Yeah.
You've managed to blend that very well. That's
Yes.
brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah. Thankfully, we have got that. I know people that don't have anything outside of business,
Yes.
and yeah,
Yes.
that's quite sad. But no,
Yes.
I've got a passion outside business,
Yeah.
and
A
yeah,
passion outside business. I like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Brilliant. Well, Dave, what can I say? It's been a real pleasure having you on board with us today at Business Spotlight and for sharing your journey with us. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you.